Drake is going to call another rap artist a pop star.
Bruh.
Yeah, that's
Like
crazy.
what?
So
this is a bar.
So
like,
your angle to go against Kendrick Lamar as Drake is to call him out about doing features. You're the person that's talking about that. This is one of Lone's favorite things to talk about is good old rap beef and sparring and whatever we was calling it in the last episode.
What's beef?
So we talked about and broke down J. Cole and that mid project and him.
Do we call it mid?
Nah,
we didn't call it
mid.
mid.
I don't think
it was cool.
We said the song was just like, all right.
I thought the diss was mid,
cool.
but anyway,
It was like,
go ahead.
It was like the middle child. You know?
Yeah.
I see.
Jabs.
It was cool. I actually posed a question: do we care if Drake makes a response or hops into whatever's going on? And it turns out that he actually did with this record called, I believe it's called Push Ups. Now there is a conversation about the possibility of this being AI.
That concept
but I don't
has
believe
already
that.
been debunked.
Yep, I don't believe that. I know it's 100% him. My initial reaction was, there's some bars in there, but I don't know the Kendrick haters or the Kendrick people that don't, the cult of people that don't like him are just infatuated with his push-ups. And I'm seeing it everywhere. Everybody's sharing it's the greatest thing ever. He got cooked. Kendrick's on the clock. What do y'all think, man? Terry, I'm going to come to you first, man. Just in terms of the level of the diss, and do we even care at this point? Because I feel like the moment may have already passed.
The thing about it is, okay, so we waited about 3 weeks for this song to come out. It came out. It's about 4 minutes and some change long.
It got leaked.
Well, got leaked, so to speak. So I was going to kind of get to that. So it was supposedly leaked. It's still not officially out.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was on DSPs.
No, it's not officially out because when it first started popping up, there's actually two versions. There's an unmixed version and a mixed version. When it first started popping up, they were snatching it off the internet. Like it was this big, you know what I'm saying, ordeal.
Like they did with your remix of that Kanye record?
Yeah, after 2 hours.
But who's snatching it, who's putting it up and snatching it down is essentially the same person.
Yeah.
This is kind of like a marketing thing in my personal opinion. And you're not necessarily standing on business if you can't fess up to this being your song, even 4 or 5 days after the fact that it's been out. You've kind of alluded to it being yours, but that's neither here nor there. As far as the bars are concerned, he skated on there. I'll give him that.
A little bit.
And it wasn't just Kendrick either.
No, it wasn't. He addressed, 3-4 people. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? He did what he was supposed to do. My whole thing is, at the end of the day, and I still stand on this, Kendrick dropped 30, 40 seconds, and it's still topping everything that's came out because of the replay value. It's still being played every single day.
Good point.
These other songs, got everybody that's Drake's fans hype and in a tizzy because Drake has said something. But what we're doing is actually moving the goalpost towards Drake because like another song came out that's supposedly AI from Kendrick.
Yeah, I think it's been confirmed that was AI.
Okay, so now they're saying since it didn't get the traction it was supposed to, these are Drake fans talking.
Is that the new say,
since it didn't get the traction, it's AI. Now we're saying it's AI.
Wow.
But you did the same thing though.
Thank you.
So you
because we thought that was AI too.
You did the same thing since people hyped it up. Now it kind of backed off it being AI, and now even though you haven't went ahead and said that you did it, you haven't been trying to walk it back. So if it was AI and somebody else was getting paid off of streaming your song or whatever, however that works, then you would have said something or did something about it. But this made it in the hands of academics and made it in the hand of Maul and Rory. And they actually addressed it last week before it came out. They were talking about the song. They were alluding to it by saying certain things that was in the song before it came out. And obviously Joe Budden must have heard it too.
He definitely did. You could tell by his read.
Right. So he had heard it and he kind of bigged it up and all that stuff. But I mean, Drake did what he was supposed to do as far as actually answering, but is it too little too late? And not to mention, Kendrick has been getting at Drake for 10 plus years now.
You got him on the BET cypher.
Yeah, come on, man.
And not all of them were like subtle joints. Some of these were out in the open. I'm coming directly at you.
Yeah.
And we've never heard anything.
Nah.
Nothing.
Then Rick Ross jumped in the battle.
What was that about? That's what I was going to ask.
Said it's not AI. I'm putting this on the DSP.
Drake said something to him.
What did Drake? There was
Did
a part.
you not listen to the diss?
I listened, but I must have hyped to see what he's gonna say about Kendrick.
He addressed Rick Ross in there.
Okay. All right.
He addressed Rick Ross. He addressed
called Metro Boomin, little drummer or something.
Yeah, he addressed of course Future.
Mm-hmm.
He addressed Rick Ross, Kendrick. He addressed everybody that pretty much said something. Called it 20 versus 1. But call it what you want. Rick Ross's stuff is kind of funny to me.
No, it is funny. It is.
How you make everything that you put out rich, and even the diss records be like rich and extravagant as you trying to quote unquote diss somebody.
I mean, didn't you just say that now they're arguing over whose house is bigger?
Yeah, he literally said that.
See, now this is where it gets corny.
That's corny. That's 100% corny. That's corny.
They're trading pretty much inbox posts with each other and posting them.
Just get together,
kiss and make up, make another song.
I did find it quite entertaining when Drake told Metro Boomin to shut your ass up and make some drums. Yeah. I was like, whoa. These are things that really would hurt a producer's feelings.
And then to add to the petty, he actually sent the drum line to the front of Magic City Strip Club like yesterday or something like that. That's kind of cool. I like that.
There was like 4 or 5 lines that Drake had in that 3-minute song where I was like, that's kind of cool.
Kendrick still won, man, at the end of the day, in my personal opinion.
You talked about the part about the replay value, but I don't know if I've seen a situation where a 16 has started this big of a fire. It's only 116 on a record.
Control.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's done it longer than that, though.
Yeah,
Control
Kendrick's done it more than once.
He blacked out. That Control was like 3 minutes, though.
He blacked out on the BET Cypher, though.
He did.
Look, this is the thing. He blacked out so serious on Control, we forget that Jay Electronica was even on that song.
Come on. And Big Sean.
Was Big Sean on it?
Oh, that's right.
Big Sean was on there, yeah.
I don't know who else was on it.
But this verse, just for a 16 on a feature, just a 16 on a feature to start all of this, he doesn't have to me, he's still in the driver's seat. He doesn't have to say a word.
Drake said that it's been going on since before this song, on the song that he allegedly had never dropped or whatever's going on with it.
Well, I don't know, man. A moment might have. I thought Cole was in the right spot to just.
That's what we all wanted. I wanted the Kendrick J. Cole battle to jump off, and now we're here. I mean, of course, Drake had to have said something, but now we got all these other people in it too, and it's kind of muddying it up and turning corny.
Well, honestly, with how serious it got just randomly on a Saturday afternoon, I can see where J. Cole's like, you know what? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe for the people who are like, man, come on, J. Cole, you let us down. I was like, nah, he might have done the right thing.
He should have just not said nothing.
Yeah. I think that was his point.
Yeah,
he should have never jumped in there to begin with.
I think that's like I said last week. I think that's all it is. He's just like, man, why did I do this?
Yeah, now Drake is looking like the knight in shining armor that came and picked up the sword to carry on.
Man, I've never
You got to come harder though.
There are so many, there's so many people. There's so many people that they're making it seem monumental. Like he said, the knight in shining armor is a great example because it's like he rode in on a white horse and just wiped out everybody. And I'm like, fam.
Let me explain the irony. It's a lot of people who don't really care about lyricism trying to say that the lyricism that Drake has is so much better than Kendrick's. You don't listen to lyrics.
No. Thank you, Lone. Thank you.
It's crazy how you don't listen to lyrics.
I couldn't have said that.
Except when it benefits you to say that these lyrics are better. All right.
You get my blood pressure up now because the people that are making the most about this don't pay attention to lyrics.
Yes. Supposedly.
Like, you hate lyrics. Like, you talk against people that can rap well.
I wouldn't say hate. I wouldn't say hate lyrics.
Hate might be too strong, but you tend to address, troll, or whatever you want to call it.
Downplay the art of lyricism.
Thank you. Yeah. And I'm like, if that's your whole existence, why do you care so much about what's going on now? I'm confused by that.
I don't know.
Because when he said Chip and Dale, he was talking about Pluto, which is
the dog,
Future, the dog. So that's talking about him. And they always play tricks on Pluto in the cartoon and blah, blah, blah. And I'm trying to make Drake so deep.
And the album was called For the Dogs.
Nah, the Kendrick
don't forget
line,
about the Rescue Rangers.
Man, I still... Hey, the line the line when Kendrick ended his verse with all the dogs getting buried, they gonna K with all these knives, they gonna see Pet Cemetery is the hardest line out of everything that's came out. Sorry.
Look, you gotta understand. Drake is from Toronto.
Sure is.
A nice situation in Toronto. I'm not begrudging him that because I grew up in a very nice situation myself.
He's probably from Mississauga. He's probably from a suburb.
He's from Degrassi.
Cole, Fayetteville.
Yep.
I know there's a rough part everywhere in America. So
100%.
maybe Fayetteville, got some killers out there. But Kendrick is from Compton.
Yeah.
Compton.
Compton has a legacy of letting people know on these records.
Yeah, man.
And there's an aggressiveness, even with all of his therapy, even with all of his, trying to be a better person. Compton's going to come see you. And you just, and a lot of y'all, you think it's all good, and then Compton comes sees you, and that's when J. Cole's like, you know what, man, it don't sit right in my spirit. I don't think
he was gonna go there, but I see what you're saying.
No, I'm not even talking about from no violence and confrontational, but Ice Cube was from Compton, and Ice Cube took out his own group who was from Compton.
Yeah, no, so they didn't respond.
Yeah, so if you think Kendrick is gonna ease up on people who aren't even from around here.
Come on.
And when I say from around here, from around his way, you gotta understand these dudes from Compton are just different.
And then the main point that Drake was trying to make is the whole Kendrick is pretty much being pimped by his record label, and he's making him do these songs that he doesn't want to do. He's hopping on songs with Maroon 5,
Taylor Swift,
and he has to cut the check to TDE, and he's not on TDE anymore.
Has been for a while.
Yeah, so it's almost like
and Bad Blood slaps.
It's mute. It's a mute point at this. I mean, even if that was a situation, because you've been in a similar situation if it's not the same right now. Well, because you have a lot of cuts and people that are in your pocket as well.
Drake is if it's like we talked about this before. Drake saying this doesn't make any sense because he's more of what he's calling Kendrick than what Kendrick is.
Universal, Cash Money. What is it?
He's
Young Money.
Young Money.
He's making it appear
a lot of slashes in your contract.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's making it seem like his product isn't being chopped down like everybody else's would be. Like it's not. You don't own it. Like it's not solely you that's doing all this.
Like Drake is going to call another rap artist a pop star.
Bruh,
yeah, that's
like,
crazy.
What?
So
this is a bar.
So
like,
your angle to go against Kendrick Lamar as Drake is to call him out about doing features. You're the person that's talking about that?
Because if Drake could get himself a Taylor Swift feature, you don't think he would jump on that?
Man.
Come on now.
Drake could do anything.
Kanye want a Taylor Swift feature right now.
I want a Taylor Swift feature.
Yeah, we'll support you too.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's going to be.
Give me a Taylor Swift. Get me out of the ghetto.
I don't care if Jay.
I got dreams too.
I don't care if Jay Moore is the damn bartender in the video.
I'll do something.
Yeah, cut that check. Yeah, Jay Moore.
I'll go on tour, do a little show, let's do my little feature. Yeah.
All right.
Come back here with the bag.
Be a roadie.
Yeah, exactly. I'll do something.
I ain't mad. Hey, we might have a better chance of making that happen.
No, we
Jay
don't.
Moore, I want you to.
I've said too much on this show for that to happen.
Hey, we want you. Hey, that's 50 pieces of silver that I would not judge you for, sir. If you brought that on back to the
Did
hood.
you say 50 pieces of silver?
Yeah. He'll take it.
I've referred to people taking the 50 pieces of silver.
That's 50 pieces of silver that I would.
I said that to somebody. They're like, "You mean the shekels?" I was like, "Oh yeah," but I didn't realize anybody
shekels.
I'm looking that way when you take that 50 because I know it's gonna pay dividends.
I come back. I have Taylor Swift T-shirts for all y'all. I have all the merch. We wear that.
Screw the merch. I want a satchel of money.
Yeah,
give me a satchel of silver, man.
We'll wear it on the show.
All we really need is for her to put on a new old head T-shirt or a hat or something.
That's all it takes.
Give one to Travis Kelce. We'd be so happy.
I wonder what our follower spike would be if Taylor Swift just rocked a new old heads T-shirt for however long.
She only needs to wear it for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and
just get a picture.
Yeah, just wear it to a Kansas City Chiefs game where Travis Kelce catches 2 or 3 touchdowns. We'd be all right.
Yeah, that's it.
We might jump up. We might go through the roof.
It'll be a whole article written the next day. Who are the new old heads that were on
Jay Moore, get on that because I'm tired of being a failure out here.
And I want to move out of the ghetto.
Yeah, man. That's 2 things that we have accomplished on this show thus far tonight. Lone is a failure, and Jay Moore wants to get out the ghetto.
I'm tired of eating beans and rice. I want a steak with mine.